bad because if you want to draft a good quarterback, it's the most important player on the team. You want them to be confident. You want to have a little edge to them, and you want to get the guys motivated. So why would you turn on Shalom when he's got those skills? Plus, whoever got coached any harder than a kid's son when a dad coaches? Every one of you guys has coached your sons in some sport. Whoever gets coached the hardest, your own son. So do you think he's getting a pass? I don't think so.
What did I just tell you yesterday about my son who was 5 years old at a baseball game? I had to have a talk with my wife and my father who coached me harder than anyone I've ever played for in my life. I said, I think I need to cool down and just allow my father to do most of the communication because I felt a little something in my son that I made him a little uneasy.
Yep.
Did I not tell you that?
You did, and you said the look on Princey's face spoke 1,000 words about it.
It sure did. And my dad called me that night and he said, hey, you know, I'm with him majority of the times at the practices and whatnot. He's doing the baseball stuff.
I coach my son too.
That's a dad who knows the coach-father dynamic. There's got to be a separation of church and state.
Yeah,
it has to be.
I coach my son.
That's why you see so many parents, and that's why so many coaches don't coach youth sports anymore. Because there are too many parents that are out there. You need to do this. You need to do that. And one time, a friend of mine who's a coach, parents were railing against him. He said, "I tell you what, the next time we have practice, I want all you parents complaining to show up." Not one parent showed up.
I used to do player of the game awards, right?
Practice. And you couldn't make it. I don't want to hear it now from me about coaching your sons. And
I made sure everybody got one.
From that standpoint, and all those parents had to say that.
I made sure that.
If you think you know as much as I do, show up to practice. I'll show you everything you need to know. Not one monkey behind parent showed up. And so they would raise their voice again. The kids and the coach said, y'all better sit down.
I can't think of that girl and her brother.
But more of the story, Kevin, you are right.
And I use her to teach sometimes.
Been a coach's son.
She's striking the boys. I was like, you go, girl. Her parents love me, Kyle. How I treated the kids and motivated the children. They really like appreciate that.
The ESPN app presented by ZipRecruiter.
What's up, A-Wall?
Beginning tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time, on most ESPN.
About to hit red, but shit, I'm gonna look out for the homie, though.
Let's check in here.
We need to get something done, so yeah, weeds from me, but he ain't no money.
Gotta make sure that honeydew list is out the way, so you can take a look at things and watch
some things,
pay attention to some things.
No, but I was just listening to the radio, and they was talking about how nobody will coach you harder than a dad who's your coach. If you got a father as your coach, you ain't getting no breaks on me. None. Because number one, hey, hello.
And I mean, you better not capitalize every single letter. Kay Cunningham said, I am here.
Hello, Islam. Islam.
Yeah, that's you.
Victoria.
Give me them joy.
Hello, Pakistan.
MSG the Mecca.
Hello, Pakistan. Thank you. Yes, I'm in America.
7 of the 8 quarters between game 1 and game 2.
Yes, America, Las Vegas.
Now, when you look at the rosters, we do know that the Knicks have better players, especially when it comes to the starting 5. But this is a team game, and collectively down the stretch.
Las Vegas, the desert.
You cannot not score in the second half. Mikal Bridges, you have to score in the fourth quarter. You have to do things a little bit differently. You got to attack the basket. Tibbs, you can't be complaining about, not going to the free throw line. No, guys need to be more aggressive. But for game 3, that's happening at Little Caesars Arena. Pizza. You better not lose, New York. You better not lose.
even if they lose game 3, they're going to win game 4. Not if, but when they win game 3, they might win game 4.
Put that out
there. Oh, I'll give you more. Don't worry about that. My number 1 is involving the Knicks and Pistons, and the Lakers and Timberwolves, and the Clippers and Nuggets. What is going to be the best game 3? Because all could be shaping to be tremendous.
I'll show you around.
Detroit, that's going to be hellacious, that atmosphere. They have not had a home playoff game like this, but they believe their team has an even chance to win the series in a long, long time. We know Minnesota, they're going to be out of their minds for their Timberwolves basketball team playing the Los Angeles.
You're Russian, but from Greece?
In the Clippers' brand new billion dollar arena.
You live in Greece, but you're Russian?
I think all 3 are going to be compelling, and I can't wait to see exactly what the end result is going to be. Number 2.
You live in Greece?
Houston, Texas, H-Town.
Victoria?
Drive slow, homie. Shout out to Paul Wall.
Well done.
Now, when I mentioned the Houston Rockets, how is your backcourt going to play? That's Fred VanVleet and also Jalen Green, who combined for 7 for 34 in that first matchup. You're not going to beat the Golden State Warriors if you cannot score the basketball in your backcourt. So how are those guys going to show up for game 2 tonight that starts at 9:30 p.m.? Can they tie the series up? Because I firmly believe if they go down 0-2, yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They may not even want to show for game 3 if they don't win in game 2. My number 2 is what wacky move or moves will happen in the first round of the NFL draft, because something is going to go haywire. I go back to the day when we heard with the number 1 pick, the Tennessee Titans select Jake Locker. I remember being in Radio City Music Hall in New York City. When that happened, I said, oh my God. And then the Minnesota Vikings said, hold my beer. And they took Christian Ponder in the first round of quarterback. Completely. There's going to be an E-moment. There's going to be an E-moment. And at some point, you're going to say, where did that wackiness come from? Why did that wackiness happen? What wackiness? That's what it happened.
I've been wondering who is Henry talking about. I'm talking about he's back for the Florida Panthers in his first game back from injury. And folks, he just scored 2 goals, had an assist as well. So Matthew Tkachuk in the Florida Panthers, but my midweek check-in is, can they repeat as champions? I have them going to the Stanley Cup Finals, even though Toronto and the Washington Capitals have had a phenomenal season. When I look at the roster, you got Barkov, you got Sam Bennett.
Come on, cuz I got to get off of this red.
Team, the Boston Bruins. You just had so many guys, man, that can hit you from so many different ways if you're the Florida Panthers. So it's Freddie. Matthew Tkachuk. Can the Florida Panthers repeat?
First game back gets 2 goals. Because everybody's facing confidence deal with those Panthers down in Florida. My last one going back to the NFL draft. There's always going to be that draft choice. But I have what I call the moose face. But I have the moose face because they're going to look so sad by being drafted in that person.
You still with me? You still with me, Pakistan? I got weed, but no cigars, man. This is fucking brilliant, girl. Lord knows I didn't want that.
ESPN Bet Sports will keep you from checking news
I ain't got no money. And the homie was broke after he did what he had to do. He had weed to give me, but he ain't had no money. But I want to make sure he do what he needed to get done.
Download the app today.
You know what I mean?
Powerful Toyota Tundra and Tacoma. These trucks are built to handle anything you throw at them. And these deals and more.
Maybe I can get some and I can smoke. I got a little doobie left from a blunt. I rolled up when I was with him. No, I was a crip, not a hustler, homie. I was a crip, not a hustler. We had to debate that one day. Because people say it's crips hustlers too. And I remember it was a Ken Mac thing or something where somebody was saying, yeah, crips could be a hustler too. And they say, well, all the old heads be saying, nah, because cripping is full time, right? But no, I never claimed to be a hustler. Nigga, this crip, homie, I was a crip. Now, we might rob and steal too, if that's part of hustling. But nigga, yeah, no, cuz I ain't never was a hustler. Not me. Now, I did stick up a few things and stole some shit before. So, if that's hustling, then I don't know. You know what I mean? Because to me, a hustler is a hustler. A pimp is a pimp. You know what I mean? A singer is a goddamn singer. And so on and so on. You know. But I was crip dog. Yeah, I mean, a hustler is full-time money. That's a hustler. Get some money. It ain't movie make. Get some money, man. But crips, it ain't money all the time. Sometimes you gotta shoot a few things up. Shoot a couple niggas and beat a few niggas up sometimes. Or you might get beat up. You know what I mean? So, if you're banging, nigga, you're banging. Shit. If you're banging, if you repping your set, nigga. If you repping your set, then you ain't gonna be able to be getting money all the time. There's no way, Jose. Ain't happening. You know what I mean? Because if you're banging, you repping your set, homie. You gonna rep it. Like a lot of us say, Sag always cousin, but I don't mean no harm about it. But that's part of my vocabulary, homie. I done said cuz too many goddamn times. I can't stop saying it. But I throw in blood too, cause I don't, cause I ain't set tripping and banging like that. So that's why I say what up, blood, sometime too. You know what I mean? Essay. Y'all know my get down. Shit, I respect everybody, cuz. Blood. You see? His head, cuz his head, cuz shut up. That's bad. Sorry, y'all. What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? Elvin Farmer. Baby Gangster from Santana and Skull from A-Tray Gangster. Hey to y'all today, y'all. You know what I mean? What up, gangster? I ain't got no hustle, man. I get SSDI. I get SSDI, man. That's what I get every third of the month. And whatever blessings I get through my folks and that's how I make it. Jeremy, you've been on here long enough to know what side I'm on, what from. But I'm down with all sides now. But you should know that. You've been on here long enough. Yes, sir. I come from afar. I had to win. Then start all over and win again. I come from far, but that's okay, cuz trouble, man, don't get in my way. Well, say the stories, man. That's the good thing about it. But you hear me say cuz all the time. Jeremy, you ain't never heard me say cuz as much as I cuz. No, he ain't no troll. He been on the show plenty of times. That's why I say he should know better. He asking me, were you a Crip or a Blood? Found this chillum I've been looking for a long time. I need a cigar, man. I had a Corona, though. I need a cigar, cuz. Who got your boy, man? Who got your boy? Because all of us can't be broke, man. It's a goddamn shame if we all is, though. You know what I mean? If we all is, that's a goddamn shame. Well, I took Crip Sag and Sag off my name. Yeah, everybody broke, good. Everybody tapped out. Hold on a hot second. Yeah, everybody tapped, cuz. That's Trump ass. That's Trump ass, cuz. Hard times as hard as 29, bro. That's what my mom used to say. They said times hard as 29. Yeah, that's when we had the Great Depression. In 1929. It was the Great Depression. Motherfuckers was lining up in soup lines to eat, cuz. I ain't lying. Motherfuckers was lining up in soup lines. Men, women, and children. To eat. 1929. Google it. We finna go back to that shit, yo. Oh no, man. Talk that about. Hello. Corvette guy. I need a cigar. I kind of remember you. Hello. Threads, Holmes. Threads, Holmes. For y'all not knowing, Compton Vario Threads. And fuck a zigzag shit. It's backwood or nothing. You already told y'all that. So quit playing with me. I don't know what gibberish is. Corvette girl. I don't know what GVS is. Ah, shit. Yeah. Motherfuckers. Well, that's cool. You don't throw up gang signs. And a backwood is $2. And a backwood is $2. Get the fuck out of here, Sam. better get your crabby ass off of here. Laughing out loud my ass. I get whatever I get. This weed was given to me, bro. Shit. JC, I wasn't tripping off of that fool. Yeah, one more on Long Beach Boulevard. Me too. No, I'm just saying, all the acts was, Sandy Acts was a part of the LG, LQ, whatever that shit is. I wasn't tripping. I just told him get the fuck on with that. I wasn't tripping, cuz. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers can ask you, if they ask me, are you gay? I'm gonna tell them, fuck no. Shit. Know what I mean, JC? Motherfuckers ask stupid shit. Yeah, Sandy back. Sandy back. But no, I don't support the LQD. I don't know how to pronounce it. What is it called? What is it called? LQTBG? What is it called? I just know it's the goddamn rainbow. I don't know what Fat Ho. I ain't seen Fat Ho in a minute. I hope she all right. They don't want to show that, Sandy. But I don't even know how to pronounce it, cuz I ain't got nothing to do with it. No, I got hit by some buckshots, but they didn't penetrate. It was Icky Dawson, too. Yeah, I got hit with some buckshots, but they ain't penetrate. Yeah, but I got a heads up on it. I was fucking with a chicken pie hood. And her brother went and told them niggas I was over there. But I bounced. She told me to leave. She said, you ain't going to get your niggas, son. I bounced. And when they caught up to me, I was too far. So when he bust with the shotgun, he had a sawed off. It penetrated my shirt and my t-shirt and welt my back up. Yeah, he had a distance. You got to be up close for those if you saw it off. Now, if you leave a bear on it, you got some range still. We had AKs back then. We had them guns back then. We didn't have those. There's a few carbines floating around, though. Just a few. Not a lot of them. All that assault rifle shit is crack. That's the crack era. When the Mac 10s, Mac 11s, 8Ks, HKs, SKs, and all that shit start coming out. Uzis and that was the crack. We got bust on with assault rifles. Yeah, I was in the hood. They bust on us with assault rifles, but they didn't come up the block though. They did it from the corner. See, they did it from the corner. Cause on my block, they know we gonna shoot back. They know that. Rose Spring Willow, we shooting back, cuz you might come through and shoot, yeah. But we shooting back. Us. You know what I mean? And they knew that. Had a Pyru tell me that. He said, some of his little homies finna ride out on us. He said, you know they gonna shoot back, right? He said, he told them, you know them niggas gonna be shooting back, right? He said, where y'all finna go? And they told their big homie where they was headed. He said, well, okay, well, you know they gonna shoot back. You understand me? See. We didn't play with it, cuz. But yeah, niggas got off with his assault rifles. No, not me. The hood stood on that shit. The hood stood on that. The hood. But one time we all had to sit down in the hood. I say, cuz, we all had to sit down. We was talking. This is what I told the homies. I say, cuz, we can't stop them from coming. You see what I'm saying? I said, we can't stop them from coming. But at least we can shoot back when they do come. You see what I'm saying? See, back then, we had game plan. I'm the one brought the walkie-talkies to the hood. One time we was working walkie-talkies through the day and night. You remember them chirps? Chirp, 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 chirp. We was chirping. Cuz, watch that car, this, whoop, whoop, this and that. Yeah. One time we was communicating like that in RSW. See, and in the RSW, we run to gunshots. We run to them. So if we on Rose and we hear somebody on Spring shooting, niggas on Rose and Willow running the Spring, punching towards Spring to see what's going on, and vice versa. So we was programmed to gravitate to the gunfire. You see what I'm saying? So we can return fire on your ass when you're trying to get up out of there. Sometimes we jump in the whips and go after. We going right behind that ass. We see them bust left, right on Rosecrans. Whoop, we bust it. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, going after that ass, cuz. It was a war zone for real, for real. You understand me? Transporting homies to the ER and all that kind of shit. 100 Crips at the emergency room. Because 2 homies up in there shot up. And we all concerned. See, we done been at the ER with Pyrus and the Crips both was up in there shot up. We in there fighting in Canada. They put a substation in Martin Luther King Hospital emergency room. You understand me? They put a substation up in there. The niggas was bumping heads with one another. Because that's how Compton was programmed. Not just the Crips, but the Pyrus too. You know, a homie get hit, knocked down, niggas ride out. Compton is a small city. Small. You can ride a bike from one end to the other if you want to. Bicycle. I ain't lying to you. Now, north and south is shorter than east and west, though. Now, the ride east to west, that's a good ride. Because you got to pass up Central and hit like Avalon up down there, one of them streets before you like out of Compton, really, to be considered out of Compton. You know what I mean? You would have to go from fucking way down there where Whaley at. I don't know the street down there. To all the way across Central, pass up Campanella Park. Yeah. What's up, Cappuccino? Cappuccino Lure? What's happening with it? Hell yeah, smoke weed. Got weed to smoke, but no cigars. I got weed to smoke, huh? Just finished my doobie up. But I'm about to go inside. Hope this woman ain't arguing, man. Hope this woman ain't arguing. But maybe I'll give me a couple bucks and get a cigar, I'll come back on and smoke with y'all. We'll see. I hope this woman ain't fussy when I get in here, cuz. Alright, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Can I come through there?